Even though most of us can perform this basic function called reading, we are notoriously inefficient at it. We struggle to finish books because we lose focus and give up halfway through, or we simply don't bother reading more than we absolutely have to. This is a mistake, no matter who you are, because reading is arguably the one activity that can single-handedly make you smarter than you are today. It doesn't just add to your knowledge. Research shows that it literally alters the composition of your brain through a process called neuroplasticity. Many of the most successful people in the world, such as Bill Gates, Mark Cuban, Elon Musk, and Warren Buffett, are voracious readers and credit their success in part to the knowledge they've gathered from all the books they've read. If being smarter and more successful weren't enough, reading also makes you a better person by improving your sense of empathy, because you're exposed to a multiplicity of different personalities, beliefs, and mindsets. It also reduces stress and potentially lengthens your lifespan too. You can enjoy all of these benefits through the simple habit of reading. Though enhancing your knowledge and becoming smarter or more successful is probably the biggest motivator for anyone to read, the important question is this: how exactly do you start reading in order to achieve this goal? In this day and age, few of us have the time to sit down and read books that are hundreds of pages long. Even college students struggle with this, let alone adults with full-time jobs. So, how does one read efficiently? The answer is to engage in something called speed reading. Contrary to what the phrase suggests, this doesn't mean you should just cultivate the habit of reading sentences at an extremely high speed. There's much more to it, and we'll explore the concept of speed reading in depth throughout the rest of this book. For now, we'll start by looking at what reading really is from a biological perspective. The neurobiology of reading. As we've briefly discussed, the basic process of reading involves you first detecting words through your eyes and then mentally interpreting them in the sequence that they appear. Imagine a child who's reading a book for the first time. He sees the words on paper and scans each letter as they appear in individual words and sentences. This part of the process mainly involves your optic nerve and other related bundles. Once the child's eyes detect the words, he gives some thought to what the words mean together. Here, the middle and back portions of his brain are at work. Two areas in particular are relevant here. There are Broca's area and Wernicke's area. We'll explore these in greater detail. Broca's area. The Broca's area lies in the frontal lobe of the brain hemisphere that is dominant in speech production, usually the left. This part of the brain is mainly linked with speech and language processing. So if you have a certain thought and want to express it out loud, the Broca's area will help you do that. The significance of this area is that it shows how important sub-vocalization, i.e., mentally vocalizing what we read, can be when absorbing sentences. Damage to the Broca's area prevents people from using grammatically correct speech, and this was found to also impact their ability to understand things that they read. However, as we'll see later, sub-vocalizations prevent us from speed reading and need to be avoided as far as possible.